Hey, listen up there, YouTube. Chip here with the iconic Sportcycle Moto Vlog. What's up? Hey guys, today we're over at Indian Motorcycle of Orlando. We're going to check out this new Indian Springfield. Now, what's the Springfield, you say? You haven't heard of that? Well, that's because it's a brand new motorcycle. And what's different about it? Well, of course, it shares many of the lineage of the other Indians. You know, it has that kind of almost vintage look to it. Or maybe a little cross between the Chief, but this is really kind of a unique bike, and I'll kind of go over some of the features of it with you. Of course, it's I guess I've had a couple of people say to me, well, it looks kind of like a Harley Road King. Well, I think it's a lot better looking personally, but that's just me. But yeah, I would say that it's probably direct competitor would be the Road King. It's got the extra headlights, the extra running lights there. The windshield, so those are things that you'd find on a Road King. It's got the hard bags. That's something else you may find on a Road King, but the thing about this bike is, of course, it's an Indian, so it has that great Indian style, and that's really unique to this brand. The skirted fenders, the big brand Indian on the tank, all the engine cases, there's Indian branding all over the bike, even on the end of the handlebar there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but really unique bike. Great looks, great feel, and as I take the bike for a ride, I'll kind of go over some of the things about the feel of the bike. The bike actually feels quite amazing. I'm really enjoying the ride. Highly recommend you come on down to Indian Motorcycle of Orlando and check these things out. If you're into this kind of bike, this is probably about one of the best that, in fact, I think it's probably the best one out there like it. Aside from the styling, just the feel of this bike is just amazing. It has the floorboards, of course, in the front, but it also has floorboards in the rear, and there are multiple height adjustment. You got the 3 holes, so you can raise it up and down for your passengers' comfort. It's a nice feature to have. Again, bike like this, you want to take some long trips. You want to be comfortable in trip. One of the options that are available, this doesn't have it on it, but it has a snap-in backrest for your passenger. So they just clip into these spools here. They just lock into place. It's a quick release system, and you don't have to buy any special docking hardware. It's already there. This particular one has the well, actually, we'll look over here. It's got the old school dial, which I really like. It has that real classic look, but the modern information screen, which you can change with this trigger over here. So it's a very modern motorcycle. It looks like an old motorcycle. One of the things about even the Indian, the Thunderstroke engine, they went to great lengths to make this look like an old flathead engine, but it's really a very modern overhead valve engine, fuel injected. It's a very crisp performance. It's a ride-by-wire throttle on it, so it's like I said, it's a very modern motorcycle. Disc brakes, triple disc, dual in the front, single in the rear, with braided steel lines. Extremely competent braking. The braking on this is, feels really good, and you'll see you saw the ABS wheel on the other side there. As far as engine protection, you get the bars in the front and the back. Back protects the back rear bag, rear passenger leg. You've got the easy open bags, so they carry quite a bit of content. With a quick release, these bags can pop off pretty quickly. Now, unique to this bike is the seat. Now, it's got the white stitching with the buttons on it, with the pleated insert. This is kind of really unique to this particular model. And this one comes with the black seat with the red, which I really like, actually. A lot of the Indian products come with the tan seat, but this particular one has the black, which again I'm pretty fond of on this model. This model comes in 2 different colors. It comes in the black and red. The red one is at $21,549 for pricing. The other one is $20,999. You can't really, a lot of bike for the money, really a lot of bike. So, highly recommend. Of course, these windshields are a quick release. They pop right off. Just a couple of levers here to take them off. So if you want to ride around those, river roads, whatever, and you slow speed to get the breeze, you can do that pretty easily. And of course, when you're out on the road and you're busting bugs and breaking wind, you just want to be sure you have a windscreen available to you. So we're going to take it for a quick ride now, and I'll give you my impression of the bike and tell you what you think. If you have any questions or comments, you can always reach me by putting some comments in the comment section below. So again, this is Chip from the Iconic Sportcycle. We're going to take it for a quick ride. Wow. Got classic old cars for classic old motorcycles. Check it out. Now this area back here is Belle Isle, and the back here of Belle Isle is really nice, really quiet, really shady trees here. So I'm not going to make a lot of noise by revving up the engine or anything like that, but you know, nice steady pull. These engines sound really great. This has the stock exhaust on it. You know, they have a nice low tone to them. They feel like a very healthy motor. Again, 119 foot-pounds of torque. You know, motivates the bike quite nicely. Really, no complaints at all with the Thunderstroke. Smooth as it gets. Very comfortable riding position on this bike. Again, the handlebars are unique to this model. They come up and back. It's on the vintage models, you know, the handlebars are more upright here. You know, I like this better. This is more comfortable. Again, that's you know, everybody's fits a bike differently, so you know what works well for some, you know, one person may not work well for another, but this particular bike works out really well for me. Very comfortable with it. Absorbs bumps pretty well. Now this has a shorter wheelbase than the vintage does, so you know, you would think maybe it wouldn't absorb bumps, but you know, like going over here, you know, these little cobblestone bumps, it absorbs them quite well. So hey, we've got some other bikers out here today. Good day to be out riding. Yeah, it's actually bike week, so you know, not surprised to see other motorcyclists on the road. So hope they're enjoying their ride today. I'm going to go down here to the bridge over Belle Isle here. There's a little turnaround at the end. Kind of give you an idea of the turning radius on this bike. Again, you know, you saw it's a, you know, full-size bike. It's not a toy, but you know, the handling capability of this bike is pretty amazing for a bike this size. Very comfortable, very confidence-inspiring. Lots of times you get on a big bike, you know, especially if you're a guy like me that's, you know, spent a lot of time on sport bikes and cafe racers and things. That you know, you get onto a bigger bike and you feel a little clumsy. I can promise you, this one does not feel clumsy. Now, it does take a little bit of time for me to get used to the forward controls on most of the bikes I've owned, or you know, mid controls or rear sets. But again, the layout of this bike is just so comfortable that you know, it doesn't take long at all to get acclimated to it. So you know, I think that you'll find yourself getting pretty comfortable on it pretty quickly. Again, this is a nice area back here. More speed bumps. But again, you know, being bike week, you know, we have a lot of events going on. If you have the opportunity to come over here to Indian Motorcycle Orlando, of course, we are also an Eagle Rider dealer where we rent motorcycles. So it's an opportunity to rent some bikes and take a ride. You know, this is Florida, man. You get out there and ride. If you don't have a bike of your own, or you have a bike and you want to just ride something a little different, yeah, come on and check us out. We got all kinds of bikes to rent. We do the Indian products. We also do Harley Davidson, BMW, Triumph, Honda. So you know, got quite a few to choose from. So if you want to make a day trip somewhere, maybe the bike you have isn't conducive to long rides, but you'd like to take a ride somewhere, that'd be a good opportunity to do so. So here we are. We're coming over to the Belle Isle Bridge. Again, a real pleasant area, nice pleasant view. Oh, check out the view from here. Ain't that pretty? People out of their boats today. Now there's a quite tight little turnaround here, a little rotary. Yeah, we're going to take a spin around this thing so you can kind of give you an idea of the turning radius of this bike and how comfortably it does it. There we go. Check it out. Well guys, I gotta get back to work. Time to head back to the dealership to perform some of my other duties. But I just want to share the opportunity. This is my first test drive on the new Indian Springfield. I wanted to share that with you. I think if you're looking for this type of bike, you won't be disappointed. I think that it's, like I said, it's extremely comfortable, very confident braking. Again, the thing that I find most amazing about this bike is how well it handles. I mean, this thing just is an absolute jewel in the handling department. So again, this is Chip from the Iconic Sports Cycle Motovlog. Hope you come down and check out the new Indian motorcycles, especially this new Springfield model. I think you'd be really impressed with the type of bike that it is and what it's capable of. And if you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call over here at area code 407-251-5335. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye.